All right. Oh, yes. Let's go. So ready.
Hello, this is Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited, and this is the final Nintendo Direct before the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So far, we've confirmed 72 fighters.
So
74
far.
if you count Pokemon Trainer as 3. Our entire team has worked really hard. With this Nintendo Direct, we'll have revealed every fighter you can find in the game. Okay, let's do this.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Banjo, make it happen. Ken. I'm willing to bet Ken's gonna fight. Oh, that is Ken, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Wow, so an Echo Fighter gets its own CGI. Okay. The music too, sweet. Ryu was one of my mains in Smash 4. He's been my main actually for a while. Not the entire V, but oh, this is so hype. Wait, what? What was that? Wait, Incineroar. This is mad hype.
That's right.
Yeah, Incineroar. Cannon Incineroar. Right off the bat.
Fight fire with fire, huh?
Oh, that is cool. Oh, he's looking good, actually. If they started the presentation with these two, Gino's gonna happen, Banjo's gonna happen. Ah, can get roll in the back with his boxing gloves. That's cool. Throw it back to DK64. Where are they gonna be? Okay.
Hailing from the Street Fighter series, Ryu's rival Ken joins as an
something.
Echo Fighter. In his original game, Ken could be considered Ryu's Echo
I
Fighter.
think if you compare it to the Banner or the Grinch
Though
League,
perhaps you
Ken
could say
appears in a
Luigi
different
is the
place. But then
original
again,
Echo Fighter.
in the Banner
Let's get
League,
back to Ken.
Incineroar wasn't there, and
Ken
you do
has
get
been
placed
distinguished from Ryu
around,
over the
so
years, but the Ken you'll see this time is based on Super Street Fighter II Turbo.
good.
Here's how he'll differ from Ryu. His heavy Shoryuken turns up the heat.
Yes.
The shape of his Hadoken is different too. And his Tatsumaki Senpukeku strikes opponents multiple times. Hell Wheel. Focus Attack. We've included lots of Ken's signature moves, such as his famous kicks, which change based on your command inputs. He's a bit faster than Ryu, and we've also incorporated other tweaks from recent titles. Just like Ryu, he has two final smashes. First, the spinning uppercut, Shinryuken. We've made it look flashy, as it is in the Versus series. Execute a final smash near an opponent,
we haven't seen
and you'll
Falco that
instead
much yet.
perform a Shikujin Raikeki.
Incineroar, yeah.
Now for our last new challenger, Incineroar. It may be a Pokemon, but it mainly uses pro wrestling
Last
moves,
new
and
challenger?
as such, its throws are a bit more powerful. Like a true pro wrestler, when one of its attacks is successful,
Wait, really?
it'll pose for the audience. Luckily, you can cancel out of
I
these
don't believe
poses
you.
at any time, so
It's
they
not
won't
the
open
last
you
new
up to
challenge.
additional enemy attacks. Its neutral special is called Darkest Lariat.
Actually, really
it
don't
was
believe you.
Incineroar's signature move in the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon games. Perhaps it's something of a red cyclone. Its up special is Cross Chop. You'll leap up and come rocketing back down.
The reason I don't believe it
This attack can be very
It's 'cause
effective,
Cannon
but
and
if you mess
Incineroar are
up,
both
it's
cool.
easy to self-destruct, so be careful.
but they're not that.
For its side special, Incineroar
That
makes
character,
opponents
you know,
run the
really
ropes after a
hype
dashing
things
grab.
up.
When they bounce back your way, press the button
So I don't
at just
believe
the
it.
right moment. If you're too early, you'll do a back body drop. Wait too long and you'll fail. Nail the timing and you'll pull off a powerful lariat. Its down special is Revenge. When damaged, Incineroar's Burning Passion comes to the surface, powering up its next attack. That's Incineroar's idea of a counterattack. And its final smash, Max Malicious Moonsault. It's even faster and fiercer than the Z move it's based on. We finally revealed all of the fighters you'll find in the
Really?
game. This is the initial fighter select screen. There aren't very many at first, but it is
Okay.
the same amount as the original Nintendo 64 game. And once you've unlocked them all,
Well,
it'll look like this. It may seem hard to guess where each one's located, but they're sorted by number, in the order they joined the series. I hope you'll enjoy battling with all 74 fighters on the roster.
I still don't believe you. I actually don't believe you at all. Of course. The roster is God right now. But I still don't believe that the final two characters you're going to show is Incineroar and Ken. I think Geno or Banjo or both will make this game.
You may recall
Maybe
they were
Isaac,
creating Amiibo in parallel with the game. Here's a look at the new Amiibo figures. We determined the collectible trophies wouldn't be a great fit for this game. Honestly, they were really difficult to develop too. That said, the Super Smash Bros. Series is one massive crossover at heart, and we want to create something more. A way to enjoy characters other than fighters, from a variety of video game worlds. Here's what we came up with. They're called Spirits.
Let's go.
And I don't mean the spooky kind. To put it simply, these spirit characters will lend a helping hand to your fighters, powering them up in battle. In the Super Smash Bros. Series, the characters are toys in the real world, but they are fighters in the world of the imagination. Returning to the real world is an ongoing theme. In the imagination, you can battle impossible combinations of characters. In this mysterious world, the unspeakable happens. Many beloved characters lose their physical forms. All of them, except the fighters, are turned into spirits, unable to return to the real world. This is a spirit. Fighters can join forces with spirits to enhance their powers. There's a massive amount of wildly different spirits. There are several classes of spirits. Standard spirits are dubbed novices. Stronger ones have the title advanced. Especially strong ones are called aces, and some are in a league of their own, legend. One primary spirit can be assigned at a time. A primary spirit's power will be added to the fighter who has it equipped. In some cases, these augmented fighters become extremely powerful. If a primary spirit has enough available slots, you can assign them support spirits. While primary
Wait,
spirits
do the spirits
enhance
come to
fighter
life,
stats,
or?
support spirits lend them additional skills. Once the primary spirit and support spirits are set, your fighter's all powered up. The main way to acquire spirits is to win spirit battles. You'll find a variety of spirits lined up on the spirit board. Choose the one you want to battle for. When you do, you'll face off against a fighter whose abilities and personality are kinda sorta similar to the opposing spirit.
I see.
In the case of the Lakitu and Spiny spirit, you'll battle against Iggy Koopa and a group of small red Bowsers. Iggy's
funny.
riding high in his Koopa Clown car, of course. Here are some examples of other battles you can expect.
What? In a way, it's like maybe the replacement for event matches, eh? Nice music, by the way, all around. Although I don't believe that this is the final characters, Incineroar and Ken, if it is, for this presentation, there is no doubt in my mind DLC will be a thing. Because if all those really popular characters were already in the base roster, then I would start to think maybe DLC wouldn't happen. Because all the major hype, I mean there's still hype, but all the really big hypes, the Banjos and the Isaacs and the Genos or whatever, would already be there. They would already be in the game, so that hype would exist for DLC. But if they're not base game, there's no doubt in my mind DLC will be a thing moving forward. Oh, what a beautiful game.
It's your
Seriously?
puppet fighter to acquire the spirit within. Even if you accidentally hit the shield, the damage will carry over, so you'll have an advantage the next time you encounter that spirit. Primary spirits have strength based on their type. Attack is strong against grab, grab is strong against shield, and shield is strong against attack. It's important to pick a spirit that has an advantage over your opponent. When you encounter traps like poison floors and slumber floors, be sure to prep yourself with an appropriate support spirit. Battle conditions offer hints before battle, so make sure to read them and form the right strategy. With spirits on your side, there are all kinds of things you can do. When you fight with a primary spirit equipped, it'll level up after battle. Or you can feed it snaps. Some spirits even have an enhanced form you can only unlock by leveling them up. You can also send spirits back to the real world. While you do have to say goodbye to that particular spirit, its core will stay. And by combining these cores, you can summon a new spirit. You can also train spirits at dojos and the gym. Or send them off in search of treasure, which they'll bring back to you. These seem like unlikely teams of characters, but each team could be somebody's dream come true. Training and exploring continues to yield results, even while playing other modes, or after turning off the game. So if you send out your spirits, just let them do their thing. Certain
I love the
spirits
music.
are known as masters.
For real?
You can beat them to unlock facilities. Spirits can also be used to power up amiibo figure players. You must bid them farewell, but you can repeat the process multiple times.
You know what? It's just a thought.
It's one great big collection.
If that banner
of
leak is
from many
real,
different series,
or
but just
remotely
how many
close to
would you
being
guess there
real,
are?
maybe Sakurai knows this, still wants to surprise us, and
Whenever
tells
you
us
fight
it's the
against
final
a spirit,
characters on
the final
purpose.
Smash Meter is enabled.
You
Some
know?
spirits even help you
To
fill up
where
your
next
day
thing
at
you
a
know,
faster
bam,
rate.
there goes all these really requested characters. I'm starting to think that's what he'll do.
Another way to put it,
Oh wow.
the Spirit system lets you simulate battles between characters from more series than ever before. You can enjoy many unbelievable combinations and situations. The power of enemy and ally spirit teams is displayed here. Of course, stronger spirit teams make it easier to defeat weaker spirits. The more your power overshadows theirs, the less you'll be rewarded. It pays to have a fair fight. While assembling a team, press the Y button for a recommendation that has a type advantage against the opposing spirit team. The game will recommend support spirits who can help out with certain conditions. Keep that in mind. You can also fight against other players who are using spirits. Given the way spirit types interact in battle, think carefully when building your team, or balance your strengths in a 2-on-2 battle.
Online.
The game lets you battle together with friends via local wireless.
Please
or
be good.
take
Let
the
us
fight to the
team
world, online
with
play.
our friends and play versus
To connect
strangers.
to Nintendo Switch consoles, press the DR button to pull up the dashboard and select local wireless. There's no longer a need to separate the online modes into for fun and for
What do
glory.
you mean?
Instead, matchmaking is based on 3 factors. For online battles, you can set your preferred rules.
That's good.
These rules can be pre-registered so you can quickly select your favorite playstyle. Before battle, one player's preferred rules will be chosen at random, and all players will fight using those rules. You can also
Okay.
choose not to set any preferred rules and let the others decide instead. If possible, the matchmaking system will find players with similar preferences and link them up for a battle. Global Smash Power is being factored into matchmaking, but it's still used as an online leaderboard as well. A high GSP score, such as 100,000, means you've got more points than 99,999 other players. Your GSP will change as the total population of players increases or you're overtaken. If you're yearning for a challenge, try increasing your global Smash Power so that you'll naturally end up with some more serious opponents. By the way, you can set a GSP score for each fighter. Fighters you haven't used yet will be assigned a placeholder GSP based on the highest score you've set with one of the other fighters. If you repeatedly self-destruct on purpose, you can face a penalty, like being disconnected, so please don't do that. As with any multiplayer game, a stable connection is very important. For this reason, the matchmaking system will prioritize shorter distances between players. So
Right.
even if you set your preferred rules, please understand that we can't promise you'll always be matched accordingly. As such, we'd appreciate it if you could make your connection as stable as possible. A wired LAN cable is recommended. We've prepared a variety of other features for local wireless and online battles. Once your global Smash Power is high enough, you can enter elite battles. When you reach this level, feel free to pat yourself on the back. You're good, period. After the game releases, we may adjust the game balance, and the team will definitely pay attention to the results of these elite battles. Everyone who plays online needs their own Smash Tag. If you beat a fellow player, you'll receive their Smash Tag. But it's not like you'll lose your Smash Tag even if you lose a battle. You simply gain more tags as you win. Try to collect lots of Smash tags.
That's cool, actually.
You can select short messages and send them before and after battles using the directional buttons. Freely choose from a wide selection of varied, preset messages. After you've chosen a fighter, you can enjoy other modes while you wait for the battle to begin. Not every mode will be available while matchmaking runs in the background, but you can leave and enter some game modes. Spectator mode returns once again, so you can watch other players' battles. Maybe you can pick up some good tips that way. Form a 2-player team and play together online with a single Nintendo Switch system.
What do you mean
single?
single?
2-player teams with the same setup.
What do you mean single Switch system?
When you want to play online, you can create a special type of room to fight other players. If you set the rules for one of these battle arenas, you can fight against your friends. Here, there are spots where you can join the battle, wait in line, or even spectate. It all depends where you place your token.
You better be able to
When you're
team
in
with
a
an
battle
online
arena,
friend
this
that's on
should
my
come in
friends list and play versus strangers. You have to be able to. So what all that
With the
do?
Nintendo Switch Online app, you can voice chat with others in battle arenas.
Okay.
It may become an essential tool for some players. We are also developing a free service for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we're naming it Smash World. Instead of focusing on stats like win-loss records, we're allowing players to post gameplay videos, watch them, and more. Once the service starts, we'll offer regular updates so you can post to your heart's content.
2019.
Next, I'd like to change
Shadow.
topics and talk a little about the assist trophies that will support your fighters in battle.
Shadow
Do
deconfirmed.
you know which characters come from which
Banner
games?
League is false. Wow. Wow. Wow.
何
Oh, Fatal Frame. That is awesome. That's a cool assist trophy. Well, that's a pretty cool assist trophy. Isaac, back in his assist trophy. Oh my god, are you serious?
Here I go.
Black Knight, an assist trophy. What? Well, I don't know if I expected him playable, but a boss, I don't know. That's awesome. Oh, wait, what? Oh. I do love the assist trophies, to be honest. Springman, deconfirmed. Okay? A lot of deconfirmed fighters. Holy cow. But that means that the leak is false. Wait, that's an assist trophy? I didn't expect that to be a boss. Okay. Wow, that's funny. Tiki. That's like almost a Pokemon at this point. Okay. Oh, the music though, that's cool. Giles and assist trophy, that's actually amazing. I'm still hopeful. Wait, is that Virtual Fighter? Yeah, it is. I'm still hyped for Gino and Banjo. They have to be it. They have to be in. There's no way they're not in. One or the other, you know.
The total number of assist trophies is now 59.
That's good.
Actually,
Amazing.
they outnumber the Pokemon this time. Assist trophies who can be KO'd can also be defeated by the fighter who summoned them just before they're KO'd. That way, you won't lose a point to the other player. Now, I'd like to cover a variety of other features in the game. If you want to review the controls or game modes, press the ZR button to open the dashboard and look in here. There are all kinds of helpful guides to check out.
Let's be real, guys. Let's be real. They showed off spirits. They showed off the 2 characters. They showed off
Century
online.
Smash may look familiar to veterans.
What are they gonna add?
It feels great to keep smashing
Something none of us expected. Something brand new.
You can play it on many different stages.
Or a brand new character. Or brand new characters. Or maybe what they could do is this is the final new fighter for base roster. They're gonna be like
but now
after the game
right
comes
out of the box. The currently available fighters will appear endlessly.
I was actually curious about All-Star mode. Really? Man, that's gonna be a long mode. Replay, nice.
You can save the replay data of your battles.
But yeah, so it's possible
now,
they're gonna show off Geno and Banjo or whatever and say it's DLC, right?
There's also a
would
menu
make sense,
where
I
you can
guess,
read those
but
quick tips and tricks you see
I don't
during
know.
loading screens.
We'll see.
When viewing them, you can sort by category or fighter.
Nice. It's
Complete
back.
challenges to earn rewards. This time, each page is sorted by category, and the layout looks more like a comic book.
That's awesome.
Press the button to check out each picture. Enjoy! The records menu tracks your battle history. There are 5 different options. You can view battle data separately for offline and online play. Trade in smash tags to score some in-game gold. Gold can be exchanged for music tracks, spirits, and items for spirits mode. If you're collecting music, I recommend visiting the shop to find the ones you want, instead of just relying on challenges. You can enter the options menu by pressing the ZR button to open the dashboard. This one game supports 11 languages. I know this is very important to some of you.
Wow.
For example, the voices of Pokemon are different in several languages. The fighter names are also specific to each language.
Aldeano.
These options were highly requested and well worth the effort. TV mode and handheld mode have separate settings for brightness and sound. They'll change automatically when you dock and undock, so be sure to set both. We've implemented a radar that displays the locations of all fighters. You can change its settings, including size.
Ah, you can turn it off.
While it's limited to wireless and online play, you can make your teammates semi-transparent so you don't get distracted. If you're fighting against a friend on the same system, you can adjust the strength of your fighters.
Oh.
Sometimes a player is just too good, and you want to take measures to ensure it's a fair fight. If that's the case,
I thought custom
try
moves
using
were
this
bad.
feature. When custom balance is adjusted, a symbol will be displayed. Of course, this feature is not available during wireless and online battles. You can customize your Mii fighters and change their outfits. In addition to the voice options, there are a variety of outfits to choose from. Speaking of Mii fighters, let me introduce you to some new outfits we added in.
No Geno, no Banjo, please. That's awesome. That should be a set for like Splatoon 1 Inklings, whatever. Well, okay. was. Ah.
Anyway, there's something I should point out. As I said, we've revealed all of the fighters you can find
In the base game. Okay.
But there are even more.
Gino Banjo.
post-launch. While we've already implemented a huge roster of fighters, this is the Super Smash Bros. Series, which means we're leaving the opportunity open to add in more fighters as paid DLC. Since we already included every fighter from the past games, that means there are no more fighters to include unless we develop new fighters from scratch. And we're not talking about Echo fighters. We'll be developing and selling sets that will include one fighter, one stage, and multiple music tracks. The price for each set is expected to be $5.99.
That's good, whatever.
At the same time, we will offer the Fighters Pass. That's 5 fighters, 5 stages, and all of their music tracks.
5.
When creating something like the Fighters Pass, ideally, we should
Banjo
reveal
and
what's
Gino
included before it becomes available for purchase. However, please allow us to offer this pass before we're ready to reveal its contents. I hope only those who are confident in its value will purchase it. Again,
We all
the
are.
price is $24.99 for all 5 sets.
That's fine.
Now that we've finally confirmed the development of this DLC, please know that we'll be working really hard on it. I wonder if I'll ever get to take a break. By the way, here's one purchase bonus you'll get with the Fighters Pass.
Ah,
It's a Mii Sword Fighter outfit based on Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
okay.
We decided which fighters to include when we started planning, so we couldn't add characters from titles like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was announced after planning had started. I hope this outfit will help you feel like you're playing as Rex. We're also including some music from the Xenoblade Chronicles series.
Cool.
Give it a listen at Gower Plains sometime. Other Xenoblade Chronicles characters will also appear as spirits. We've yet to create any of the paid DLC, and we haven't locked down any release dates, but we'll start working on them as soon as we're finished with the main game. It may take around a year or so to finish releasing all the DLC,
So throughout the year.
but on a separate note, we're currently developing something you'll get for free as a limited time offer if you buy the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game now. It isn't finished yet, but I want to give you a special sneak peek.
No. What? Wait. Wait, what? Wait, are you serious right now, or this is... What? Wait, really? This makes me smile, okay? What an wow. What an original character.
That's right, Piranha Plant will take root in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and not as an assist trophy, but as an actual fighter. It can spit poison, fire off spiky balls, and perform long-range attacks. This tricky character is full of surprises. Its final smash is PD Piranha. If you get caught in the cage, well, let's just say it won't end well for you. Piranha Plant is scheduled for completion after the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We've gotten a little head start on it, but it probably won't be ready until a couple of months after launch. Please stay tuned. Remember, Piranha Plant is a free, limited-time offer. For the physical version of the game, you only need to go through the My Nintendo Gold Point registration process to receive it. I hope you'll consider pre-ordering. We're also creating an amiibo. It has a nice curved form to it. Later today, you'll be able to pre-purchase the game after finishing this Nintendo Direct. I hope you'll go to Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com before you forget. I have an announcement for everyone watching this in North America. On our official site, you can find information for a variety of upcoming hands-on events. Participants will have a chance to try out all 74 fighters, so please check out the website to find out where we'll show up next, and more. That's it for the last Nintendo Direct for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before the game launches. But before we go, I should mention that the adventure mode in this game is nothing like what we came up with for the Subspace Emissary.
Wait, what? There's an adventure mode?
That said, what exactly caused all these characters to lose their bodies and transform into spirits? I'll show you how it all begins, and leave the rest to your imagination. Okay then, please look forward to the game's release.
Don't let a single one get away!
Taboo? No. Oh, whoa. Wait, is this actually part 2 here, or this...
We'll each need to take down about 10.
Stow your fear. It's now or never.
I love this.
I know we will!
That's great. That's Kirby. Are you gonna control Kirby and this is an adventure? No. No. Right? No way. No way. Are you serious right now? So confused right now. Is this like an adventure or like just a cut? Okay, no wait. Okay, this is okay. This is where you fight them. Okay, so it's not like you don't. It's not like an adventure, so to speak. Is it? Okay, it's a bunch of different fights. Okay. with an overworld map. This looks mad fun! World of Light. So that's the new adventure mode, so to speak. It's a uniquely... Okay, that's it. So I guess that's a unique way of, I guess, having an adventure, right? Because it's... You get to control the characters and everything. But from like an overhead view, it seems like there's some puzzles. But then you brought into a bunch of fights and kind of event mode like matches. Maybe that's where you fight the bosses and whatnot. This is interesting. I'm looking forward to giving this a shot. But this is not like a side scroller, full on adventure like Subspace Emissary. At least it doesn't look that way. But this could end up being better. You never know. Because Subspace Emissary, I remember loving that. But at the same time, I also remember it being disappointing. So I enjoyed it a lot. But at the same time, I thought there was so much more they could have done with it. So maybe this is like kind of their way to be like, look, we made Subspace Emissary. Here's the continuation, but it plays very, very, very differently. I think that's amazing. And plus, we have 5 full fighters. And the interesting thing is, I have a feeling that Piranha... Piranha, actually, one of the playable characters that will come out like about a couple months after the game comes out, is not one of the 5 characters they're talking about. It could be, but it sounds like if you buy our pass, you get a free gift. And because, based on the price of each pass, like I don't think Petty Piranha, I don't know if that's actually the name of that character, I forgot. Anyways, the Piranha guy. Plant. I don't think it's included in there. So we have 5 characters to look forward to, and even if the plant is actually a playable character, and well, it is a playable character, but even if it's part of those 5 characters, I don't think it is, we still have 5 to look forward to. And if you look at and base, like unless they pull, you know, Rathalos, it's both an assist trophy and a boss. So what if they pull a, well, this character is an assist trophy and playable? It's possible that they do this. I'm going to go ahead and say Banjo's in. I think he's a lock for DLC. I think Geno's a lock for DLC. Beyond those 2 characters, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Who else could be in there? I think Sora was very, very popular. I know Shantae has its fan base. Shovel Knight was an assist trophy, but maybe Shantae can make it to playable status. I don't know. I know it had its fan base. Who else? I mean, there's a lot of characters, but a lot of the really big ones are already announced or at least deconfirmed. I'm going to assume that if they're a boss or an assist trophy, they're deconfirmed as being playable. But again, Sakurai has never broken that rule. So what I mean by that is it could very well not be the case, and you know, for the first time, here's one that's both an assist trophy and like Waluigi playable, but he's also an assist trophy. It's possible to do that, or Isaac, because that was a very fan-requested character. Very, very interesting. I loved this presentation, but I'm also very curious. It wasn't as clear as I thought it'd be. There's a lot of question marks. I thought I would know everything, but I have a big question mark on the final mode that they announced, the final subspace sequel, if you will. I have questions regarding spirits. I have questions regarding online. They clearly mentioned, yes, you could team up with a friend, but on the same system, and they specified on the same system. I swear, man, I'm annoyed here. Okay? It's the 5th Smash game. If we cannot team up with the friend that's on our friends list, we're 2018, guys. If we cannot team up with a friend that's on our friends list and play versus strangers online, this is common, basic things. Okay, and now that we're paying for online multiplayer, if we cannot do this, it's a major slap in the face to everybody who's paying for this subscription. Because so far, I think this subscription is nothing but a disaster. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. And like those of you who know me, you know I've been very vocal when it comes to online. And I will continue to be until there's something right that comes from it. So it seems like you could talk online, but I think you're limited in where you could do that. But I'm not sure. However, they didn't say that you could only talk online with your friends. So I'm assuming you could do that with strangers, which is good. Whatever the case may be, Smash Ultimate is like God. It's going to be an amazing, out-of-this-world experience. I cannot wait. The character roster, the modes, the mechanics. It's the mechanics that gets me actually the most excited, believe it or not. The mechanics. I just love what I've seen. I love what I've played because I have tried the game out. And overall, Smash Ultimate's going to be amazing. But there's question marks. What are the 5 characters, or 4 if the plant counts as one of them? Which I don't think it does, but whatever. So what are the characters in DLC? What are they going to be? What, exactly is that last mode that we saw there? It seems like, I don't know. I don't know. It seems large, for one thing, and it seems like you're not only fighting all these random things. I don't know, honestly. That's why I'm talking a little bit all over the place regarding this, but there's a lot more question marks than I thought there would be. We'll see. So there's no for glory and for fun. What I don't like is they said everybody's gonna choose their own, rule set, the preferred rule set. I do like that a lot, actually. However, if the majority of the people, what does that mean? You're going to be in some type of large lobby, and if you want to play 1v1, you're not guaranteed that you're going to play a 1v1. You might play a free-for-all. You might play a team match. If I want to play a team match with friendly fire on, you might play a team match with friendly fire on. I don't know. It seems a little off. It seems a little weird. I'm going to take a guess and say that that's actually a brilliant idea, what he's doing, because the tournament scene, which is quite large in Smash, will most definitely play with tournament rules. And, tournament rules, a certain amount of stocks, time limit with the stocks, friendly fire on, 1v1, 2v2, all of that good stuff. So I have a feeling there'll always be matches available to where you could play with your preferred rule set if you're a tournament player. If you're not, maybe it's going to be a little bit tricky. I don't know. But I could go on and on and on and on. All I want to do now is just have the game in my home and play it. That's really all I want to do, and I think I'm speaking for a lot of people by saying this. So this was a good direct, and I do like the fact they said DLC is coming. Last thing before I go, DLC... It's weird. In the very, 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 very beginning, I thought DLC would be a thing. I thought DLC would be a thing because I'm like, it makes too much sense. It's such a moneymaker. The more and more time passes, and the more and more Sakurai was like, don't expect too many more characters, yada, yada, yada. Actually, you know what? Let me reverse that. In the beginning, I thought there would not be DLC. Sorry, let's go back. In the beginning, I thought there would not be DLC because, Sakurai, apparently with his hand injury or whatever, developing Smash, it takes a toll on him or whatever, and, it's one Smash game, back to another, bam, bam. I was like, okay, after Smash Ultimate, he's going to let maybe Namco take the lead when it comes to balancing and whatnot, and he'll be there as support, but he'll move on to another project. So honestly, I didn't expect any DLC. A lot of people did. I did not. Then, we started hearing all this talk about Sakurai, how he was saying, okay, don't expect too many more characters, yada yada yada. We're in, you know, end of October. Now we're in November, but we were at the end of October. Game's coming out in just a little bit more than a month. You know, there's so many characters they could reveal, and so I'm like, okay, DLC is definitely a thing. Then that banner leak came out, and I was convinced there's way too many evidence and proof of that banner leak being real, to where I'm actually shocked that it turned out not to be, unless, like I said, they're planning to do the whole, it's an assist trophy and a playable character. It's possible they do that, but I thought it was legit, and I thought it was real. And because of this, I'm like, okay, there's no way DLC is going to be in this game. Because Banjo, Geno, Isaac, you know, all the big guns. I mean, you know, Sora could have been there, but he was not, etc., etc. But generally speaking, all the big guns were already announced for the base roster, presumably. I'm like, there's not going to be any DLC. But now we just got this direct. DLC is coming in this game. And honestly, just like I thought, if Incineroar and Ken were the only new characters we'd get, for sure I would expect DLC. What I do like is because the banner leak was false, presumably false, we still have the surprise factor. Will they show Banjo? Will they show Geno? I'm convinced that they will. But we don't have an official, oh, yes, right? So I'm really, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Like, how hype would that be with Banjo getting revealed close to E3 or at E3, alongside a new revival of the franchise from Microsoft? I mean, they proved that Killer Instinct could still be good without the main core development team who made it back in the day work on it. So, I don't know. I think they could do the same with Banjo if they have the right team. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I like this presentation. December 7th, man. Can't happen soon enough.